Hi, I'm Judith Jones on Actors Reporter, and you are joining us on Interviews. And boy, am I a lucky girl today, because I am surrounded by 3 charming young men from The Resolve. Thank you for joining us. Look at this. This is like, there you go. Wow, the cast and, 2 producers, writers, director, and actors as well. Wow. And pretty faces too.
Thank you.
Just can't get over like I'm surrounded by 3 young, charming men. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the show. What is it about? Tell us, for all those that don't know, it's a web series right now.
Yes.
And it's a thriller, correct?
Yes, it is. It's a psychological thriller.
Psychological thriller. And what made you come up with the idea, the concept?
It's actually something that Alex and I had been working on for a while. We had been, it's taken a couple incarnations, so we have been working on like a couple of different characters that the 2 of us wanted to play, and a lot of times we end up playing the same type of role. So we wanted to do something that we can both be in without stepping on each other's toes and to be really creative with it. So my character is something that I had been playing with for a while and something that I wanted to do. And then Alex and I started talking about, what to do. Let's do a web series. Okay, what are we going to do? What's out there now? We want to do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
We both like a lot of the same shows. One of my favorite shows is The Shield. And, we wanted to do something that was raw and gritty like The Shield, but still had more of a wider appeal. I mean, the Shield's pretty wide, but
Yeah.
something that gets as wide of an audience as we can. So interjecting more of the psychological thriller type of thing.
It's kind of like
trying to get more of different.
It's kind of like if you have the opportunity to make your own show, what would you do?
Right.
Exactly.
So you just put your heads together and
so you take your favorite shows and combine them together.
Exactly. That's
so we
exactly
did
what you do.
Shield, like Dexter. Mm-hmm. We did Shield, Dexter. We did and then also like Charles Bronson-esque type stuff. It's
Nice.
like
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs, but at the same time, it's like the whole thing has a real hook thing that no one's gonna hopefully understand. It's kind of like the Sixth Sense too.
Nice.
I'm trying to get him to work a little bit of that Third Rock from the Sun.
Is there a little bit of
happen.
comedy in there? I mean, is there a little comedic Judith Jones role in there? Come on. If not, you're writing it in. That's all I'm
We
saying.
could.
I'll second
We
that.
we absolutely could.
We're very open-minded to everything.
There you go.
And for you,
I could be your bodyguard.
See that?
No?
Yeah, I can
that
see
that,
that.
works.
Well,
That
that
works.
could work.
You do
I
that
am the
already,
personal
like
bodyguard.
in the
There you go.
streets.
Now how big is the cast in the show?
It's quite large.
Quite large.
It's enormous. It's huge.
Oh wow.
Now it is. There are a lot of factors in the cost of the show. We do have a really good production value, and we all pull together resources to do what we do. And you asked about comedy.
Yeah.
We do interject some comedy, not to be comedic,
Right.
but in the way of
A dark humor.
It's a dark humor,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like life's irony. It's like a dark, ironic humor type of thing, but it's not meant to be like funny. It's like, oh yeah, I can see that.
Yes, yeah.
And that's the great thing about doing a web series. We were not really held back by any type of rules. Like if you were doing a network series, which we'd love for this to turn into a network series. We're not turning that down.
It can go anywhere.
But we're moldable. I mean, and right now we're allowed to do what we want. So we're allowed to pull actors in that we want to work with. We're allowed to choose locations that we want to shoot at. We're allowed, we're not restricted by any means. And we can make a funny moment, and we could have a really scary moment.
Les is actually somebody that
does the scary
how did you guys meet, Liz? How did you become involved in the project?
Well, let's see. I think I met Russ at a publicity appearance. I think somewhere at Universal Studios.
Okay.
And we just began talking. Exchanged information, and we kind of hit it off. I was like, he's kind of funny.
In that dark psychological thriller kind of way.
So, after a few months, we started talking, and we met up a few times, and he was like one of the kind of guys that, I'd sit and have coffee with, or maybe, I don't know. And it's kind of like just turned into that. And then he said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this deal. You want to be a part of it? And I was like, sure. And I'll read for it. And I read for it. And he said, yeah, it kind of worked out.
Fantastic. And now, are all your characters, do they interact, or are they all very different? The three of you. Do you all hate each other, really?
My character is different than both of theirs, but their characters are kind of the same but different. It's kind of like they do the same things but from different points of view.
Okay.
Right.
And any love interests in the show too?
Thank you.
I have a wife.
Thank you.
You have a wife?
Kristina Hughes.
Kristina, of course.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Hughes.
Kristina, who's has been on the show. And what about you guys?
I do have a love interest. Ellen Dubin plays the psychologist, who is a colleague of Alex's character.
Awesome actress.
Awesome actress.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
fantastic.
She's in Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, great.
She just did a movie with Winona Ryder.
Yeah, she just did a movie with Winona Ryder that showed on ABC. Or ABC, yeah.
Nice.
Hallmark special, and fantastic. And she was in a show called The Collector for a long time, which is another dark series, which is really cool.
What season are you in now in The Resolve?
We're in the middle of our first season.
First season.
Season
and
one.
So, do you see it going? How long does it take to write up these episodes?
It doesn't necessarily take too long. It's just a matter of scheduling. I mean, one of the things that's really interesting about the whole show to me is the people that we are working with. You talk about Les. Like when I was talking to Russ had a lot more gusto about the whole thing when we first started, because I was like, wow, you think Les is going to really come do this, and this person's going to come do this? I'm like, maybe we should just ask a bunch of beginner actors, and so.
But
they all wanted to do it. And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
No, it's true. And web series, it really is. It's the way to go. Everything on the web. Yeah. Now, if people want to watch the show, what is the website they can check you out on?
TheResolveSeries.com. www.TheResolveSeries.com.
TheResolveSeries.com.
Great. Well, thank you.
TheResolveSeries.com. And you can also search it on YouTube or Vimeo, right?
It's on everything.
It's on everything.
Guys are plastered everywhere. Well, it's just been such a joy to have so much testosterone around me for one morning. Yes. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. And I just saw this little thing. There's the New Yorkers and this is the Angelino.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of... I'll come on your team for a little bit. All right, thank you, everyone. You can check us out on interviews. I'm Judith Jones for Actors Reporter. Thank you. Bye-bye.